with popular hits such as Back to the Bag, Can't Change, Mama Don't Cry, Envy Me, and a host of others. Young, up-and-coming rap star from the Huntington Park area near South Central Los Angeles, MoneySign Suede, was on the rise. Unfortunately, couldn't quite outrun his past. Being housed in the Monterey County Jail was a very, very serious threat for the young, up-and-coming rap star. As reports started to pour out that he was murdered on the evening of April 25th, 2023, conflicting reports surrounding who and why Jaime Valdez, otherwise known as MoneySign Suede, was killed. And the further and further we dove into the case, the more and more confusing things got. Here's the story.
Local up-and-coming rapper has been killed while in prison in Northern California. This is a music video from MoneySign Suede, whose real name is Jaime Valdez. According to prison officials in Monterey County, Suede's death is being investigated as a homicide. Brugada was found last night in a shower area and was unresponsive. He was pronounced dead a short time later. Fans are leaving condolences on his official Instagram page. The 22-year-old rapper was sentenced last year in Riverside County on charges of being a convicted felon in possession of a gun.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.
Tonight, Jaime Valdez, also known as a rapper known as rapper MoneySign Suede, killed while being held at the State Correctional Training Facility in Soledad. Officers with the Department of Corrections say that they discovered the 22-year-old had been stabbed in the shower after he was unaccounted for during a routine count. Now, initially, he's from Southern California, and Valdez was an up-and-coming rapper with some 7 million views on YouTube. The California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation and the Monterey County Sheriff's Office declined to comment on the stabbing.
Los Angeles area rapper has died after being stabbed in Soledad prison. Authorities say 22-year-old Jaime Valdez of Huntington Park was found in the shower area of the Soledad Correctional Facility. This was around 10 Tuesday night. There is no word on a suspect. Valdez was serving more than 2 years on gun charges from Riverside County. His stage name was MoneySign Suede. He released his most recent album last September.
State news, 8 inmates are recovering from injuries following a riot at a state prison in Monterey County. Officials say about 200 prisoners got into a fight at the corrections training facility in Soledad. Corrections officers used chemical agents and non-lethal weapons to get things under control. They also fired 9 warning shots before the riot at the prison yard finally stopped. 50 inmates later required medical treatment, but no staff members were injured. Investigators are now looking into the cause of the riot.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back. Another episode of Greenlit Gang TV. Appreciate you guys checking out the channel. We're going to be getting right into it here. We're going to be talking about Southern Mexican rapper Jaime Brugada Valdez, also known as MoneySign Suede. And I should say this, preface this. He was known for never quite claiming a gang, although he lived in the Huntington Park area with his mom and dad. They moved there at the age of 10. It's very close to South Central Los Angeles. There's a very strong Sureno gang presence. Florencia 13, whose rivals are the 38th Streeters. There's lots of other cliques. There's lots of other gangs. And, you know, the one thing with MoneySign Suede is, and this is what's really interesting about them, he never actually claimed a gang. He never joined a gang officially. Okay? And he would rap about it. He'd talk about it, rap about it, talk about getting to the bag, jumping off the porch, putting in work. But he never quite, officially, this is my gang, this is what I'm repping. And although many were saying, like I said, he didn't join a gang, he was getting in trouble from a very young age and, quote, jumped off the porch. And that just means you're getting right into it. You're getting right in the action. And for a lot of people, when you watch these interviews where people grow up, it's just what everybody was doing. So it's not even so much jumping off the porch. It's just you're walking outside. It's like, that's what your friends, that's all you know. To them, you don't even know anybody. It's just what everybody's doing. So anyway, he dropped out of school at the age of 14, worked construction and a factory job. His dad took him to his first rap concert at the age of 16, and he fell in love with making music. That's when he really, truly decided that he wanted to start making music. But like so many young up-and-coming rappers, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So he's making the music, he's doing the thing, but he's also in the streets. He's hustling. He's getting money, but he's also getting into trouble. And he even rapped, and this is kind of haunting and something I feel like people should look back on. He rapped about how he never officially joined a gang. He was just an affiliate of Sureno sets. He had homies in those particular gangs. And he even rapped about how some people and even friends resented the fact that he never joined a gang. And that's so important, because what we hear and see about in so many times, and I encourage anybody to watch that Vlad TV interview where he talks with Boozy about people in your own city hypnotized with hatred and jealousy. And that's true. These young rappers, there becomes, and MoneySign Suede was at that. It become a critical point where, okay, your star's on the rise. You're getting major label recognition. He had signed in his teens to a record company, but he's still in there, right? He's still living in his hometown. He's still doing his thing. He's getting money, but he's still in the streets. He's still hanging around the same people, and he's getting in trouble. And that's such a critical point. My favorite rapper is NBA Youngboy, and he had to get the hell out of Baton Rouge. Now, he's still in trouble. They actually announced some stuff on him today that he pled out in his federal gun case in Louisiana. Pled to 27 months, 5 years of probation, 12 months on good times, what they're saying. But so many people don't realize this, man, that 5 years of probation is a mother. And for those of you that have done time and been on probation, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, back to this. So he's rapping. He's getting a buzz, all right? He's born to Mexican immigrant parents and raised in the Huntington Park area of Los Angeles. He began uploading rap tracks from the age of 16, and he was signed, like I said, to Atlantic Records while still in his teens. His breakthrough track, Back to the Bag, was a rap scene hit after its release in 2020. Pandemic, baby. In 2022, he had a busy year of releases with a self-titled EP in March, followed by his debut album, Parkside Baby, in September. His prison sentence was for 2 counts of firearm possession in Riverside County, California. He was exacerbated by Valdez breaking parole from an earlier conviction when he served a 10-month sentence between 2020 and 2021. At the time of his death, he was also facing another gun charge conviction from LA County, Los Angeles County, and was expected to serve that sentence concurrently. One of a rap journalist, Jeff Weiss, was among those paying tribute, calling him, quote, a young regional hero, embodying the hopes and aspirations of the unsung and overlooked. And that's true, man. He's affiliated with these Sureno sets. He goes to jail. Now, I'm really glad I didn't just read some articles. I did do some research. We're going to get into that. But when he was killed, he was at the correctional training facility in Soledad, California. So he's doing his time. He gets killed in a pretty nasty way. He's stabbed to death in a shower April 25th, 2023, around 10 o'clock at night. He was only 22 years old. That is so young. And for those, I know I keep calling him MoneySign Suede, and I did say his real name, but I'll say it for any of those who didn't hear me. Jaime Valdez. He was found in the shower area of the correctional training facility in Soledad, California. The Department of Corrections Rehabilitation said in a statement, he died at the prison's medical facility. So, just a sad, sad thing. Like I said, he was found at a housing unit in Soledad, California, quote, with injuries consistent with a homicide. That's what the CDCR, California Department of Corrections, said. They approximately found him in that area at around 9:55 p.m. They couldn't account for him in his cell. So at 9:55, they do a cell count. They do their bed check. Oh, he's not there. Find him in the shower a couple minutes later, and he's dead. So and of course in the statement, they initiated life-saving measures, blah, 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 before emergency services transported him to an on-site medical facility for treatment where he's pronounced dead. Authorities said they're investigating. It's like, of course you're investigating. Death as a homicide. The Monterey County Prison houses more than 4,000 minimum to medium security inmates. Now, I want you to remember that. We're going to talk about that in a second. Suede was sentenced in Riverside County last December to serve 2 years and 8 months on 2 charges of being a convicted felon in possession of a gun, according to the California Department of Corrections. Last summer, quote, 3 people were fatally shot and 4 others were injured at the rapper's birthday party in Boyle Heights. So he was with the drama. He had a lot of drama surrounding him, and it seems to be like that for any of these young, and I just go back to that Boozy interview. I go back to all the things you see. This is such a critical point. You're getting a buzz. You're getting attention. People are noticing you goods all around you, but you've got people hating on you and people that are jealous and people that want to see you fail, and sometimes those are the people that are closest to you. Yeah, it's sad. It's really, really sad. So goes on to say, how he signed to Atlantic Records. He has Back to the Bag. That achieved 3 million streams within 2 years. In September 22, he released his first album, Parkside Baby, another mixtape, Parkside Santa, later in December. He had some famous rapper friends, Phoenix Flexin. A lot of you guys know him from Shoreline Mafia. Baby Stone Gorillas were among those paying tribute to the late star on social media. Makeshift vigils, several candles lit in MoneySign Suede's honor at the Asilo Company store located at 1020 South Los Angeles Street. Suede's family posted on Instagram, all that stuff. So, however, his attorney, Nicholas Rosenberg, told the LA Times that officials said his death was, quote, a stabbing to the neck. All right? Rosenberg also said the rapper was previously attacked before Tuesday's incident. This is where the stuff gets a little interesting. His death was under investigation. Last December, Valdez was sentenced, like we talked about, in Riverside County to serve 2 years and 8 months for possession, owning a firearm by felon, or addict as a second striker, according to officials. Because this is all the stuff, man. This is all the stuff that's important, okay? The lingo that we've talked about, the language, the enhancements, gang enhancement, felon or addict as a second striker. That's how you get more time. He was also serving a 1 year, 4 month sentence for possession, owning a firearm with conviction of a violent felony. That was being served concurrently with his first conviction. So I did watch this great video by a guy's channel by the name of Renegade Media. And I'm really glad I watched it. I encourage any of you right now that are watching my video, go over and check his out because he really breaks the situation down, gives more insight. Because I also saw, and I put up a picture of a letter that he was writing his girlfriend that was going around on different Reddit posts and stuff like that. So there was all these rumors circulating that he was on, quote, a bad yard. And a bad yard means a level 1 and 2. That means you're with PC inmates or those inmates that are no good. And you guys know what I mean. And for certain guidelines and stuff, I can't say certain things. But informants, people that have ratted, people that are dropouts of their gang, people that have crimes that are no good. Okay, we're going to leave it at that. And basically, if you are someone who doesn't have these charges and you get placed on this yard, it is your job to get up to level 3 and level 4, which means you get out there, you attack, you hurt someone, you get thrown in the hole. They're going to move you to level 2 from level 1. You get out, you do the same thing. You hurt someone, you attack someone, you get thrown in the hole, then you move up and out. Okay, that was the first kind of theory that was floating around and that he got attacked for that. Well, this guy on Renegade Media said no. There has been pushback on this claim from people who are more close to the situation, saying it's more so, and this is what's interesting, and I kind of believe this part more. This is why I really like this guy's channel, what this guy had to say in this video. It said he was being stubborn and not getting along with the other Sureños and not doing the Sureno program, which is huge. So you got this young rap star who's coming in, and he's going, nah, no thanks. You know what? I don't claim a gang. Hey, man, I'm just trying to do my time. I'm just trying to... Well, don't work like that, homie. You're clicked up. You're out here claiming this. You're out here claiming that. You got friends that are in this, and now you're in their world. Now you are part of their group. You're running with them, right? You're hanging out with them. In a way, you're kind of, by association, you're protected because you're with them. So you're going to do what they say, and you're going to do their program, and you're going to get down how it gets down. So, and that makes sense, too, because it said he was attacked before he was killed. So there was something going on, right? I mean, yeah, I believe that he was a mark, that here's this kind of up-and-coming local famous rapper. People are jealous of him. But I do believe that there was more to it than just saying, oh, he's on a bad yard, right? So he's being stubborn. He's not getting along with the other Sureños. He's not doing their program. And it's why people in a cell went after him. He did not want to conform to the program, not want to do what's asked of him. Said of a prior incident in reception in a cell, and that they got after him there too. So in this video, this Renegade Media video, he talks about how he's in reception, which is before you go to like where you're going to be your long-term housing. And he said that they got down on him there too, that they basically beat him up, rolled him up, because he wasn't with the program. He wasn't doing what they said he, should be doing. He's being stubborn, right? Maybe he thinks he's above it, and he's not. Now you are in prison. Now you are with them. You are no better than them, and God forbid if you act better than them. Now, I'm not saying that's what he did, but I'm saying watching this guy's channel, how he broke it down, it was a very, very good breakdown. So they get him at their reception. He was also attacked and they checked him, right? That's the exact term for they checked you. Then got to where he was going, which is long-term housing, and he continued to be stubborn. Also, they said they overheard him on the phone. So these other Sureno gang members, other people that are with the business, they overhear him venting to his girl on the telephone. Basically, telling their business, telling what's going on, telling them how they run their thing. Well, every jail call is recorded. All of this stuff is recorded. All of this is getting back to prison staff. The Sureno gang, it reports directly to the Mexican Mafia. All this stuff is constantly investigated, guys. I make stuff about this channel all the time. So, overheard venting to his girlfriend on the phone. Other Surenos and Southsiders heard this, picked up on him complaining about what he was being forced, quote, forced to do, right? Because they're making him program. And then the girl, because there's just the one letter that I post a picture of, he had wrote other letters and his girl had published them on like her social media. She took him down, but basically these letters are complaining about what he was going through. They looked at this as dry snitching. They looked at this as, man, you are putting our business out there on Front Street. You have a name in the streets and in the media, and you're basically making us look bad, and you're telling our business, and you're going to bring heat. You're going to bring attention. And, man, the prison's like a business. Prison's like a machine. And attention brings police, and attention brings shakedowns and lockup and people getting moved and transferred. No. They're not going to be with that. You are a fly. We're going to get you out of here. Police are seeing all of that. So they believe that is a major, major reason as to why MoneySign Suede was killed. And I rule with what Renegade Media put up on his channel. I totally agree with that. But anyway, regardless, RIP, a young talent. So, Southsider, right? Some would say, well, he didn't claim a gang. I believe he was, you could say he's a Sureno rapper, Southside rapper. But anyway, RIP, Jaime Valdez, otherwise known as MoneySign Suede. Until next time, guys, peace.